How fast is the energy transition in the Alpine space? That is a big question, and that was actually the task of the project Cervino, to find out what is the current status of the energy transition, how much renewable energy is produced in the Alpine space, and how far are we with getting to the goal and objective of a climate-neutral Alpine space. And today I'm here with Mathieu Denou from Auvergne-Rhône-Alpes Energy and Environment Agency. And Mathieu, thank you very much for being here with us today and showing us the platform that was developed within the project of Cervino. And first question, let's dive right in. What did you come up with, and how far is the energy transition in the Alpine space?
Thank you very much, Stefan, for this nice and positive introduction. I'm happy to be here and to present the results of the Cervino project, and especially the Alpine Energy Data Platform that we built throughout the project to be able to provide data visualization around energy transition. So first, when you log into the website, you will have a small pop-up showing some news and some disclaimer about the data that you will be able to see on the platform. And then the first step is to select the territory that you want to study. So for example, I can start with the whole region, use Alps, but you can also select like a single country or a single region to have more detailed values. If I select the main territory, I will also be able to look at a various set of indicators that are grouped, in a few categories. For example, you have general information about the population of the USALP regions, and you can also have like more details, or maybe we can first look at the final energy consumption. When I click at an indicator, I will first have a visualization of the map with a circle here showing the total of the region I'm looking at. You will also have some information on the right with the indicator's name, the years that are available for this specific indicator. For example, here I can show the value for 2019. And then you will have the total for all the regions aggregated. You will have a small warning because some data were not retrieved from some regions inside USALP. So you have the list of the region that did not provide the data or with data that are still in the process of being validated. And then you will have the legend of what you are looking at. So you also have for this, for example, for this indicator at the bottom of the screen, you also have a diagram with the details values for each sector of consumption. For example, here you have the industry sector, you have the transport section, you have the residential sector, and you have at the same time the absolute value and the percentage of consumption. So this is the main screen of the Alpine Energy Data Platform, because it allows you at the same time to visualize various indicators. For example, I will check another one on electricity production, and I will be able to look at the details here. But you can also export the data. For example, here I want to export all years for electricity production, and I will be able to have an Excel file that I can save, and that I will be able to have like maybe more detailed analysis of the raw data that we used and that we created to fill in this platform. So that is the export tool, and you will be also able to have access to like the information, the sources behind the data. So the people that provided us with all this data. So here, for example, on electricity production, you will have for each region the people or maybe the website that provided the data. For example, here in Austria, in Niederösterreich, you will have like the detail for each sector, and you will be able to have a quick like overview of the sources of the data. So this is the main map. Sorry. Back to you.
Really amazing what you did. the thing is especially interesting is, of course, to probably a lot of people living in certain regions, if you can compare your region to another one. That's also a feature that you provided, correct?
Yes, exactly. Thank you very much, Stefan. So it helps me transition to our second tool, which is a dashboard. So we created some like a general dashboard that allows for a single region, for example, or for any kind of a geographical level. For example, I will maybe take my own region, Auvergne-Rhône-Alpes, and then I will be able for this specific region to visualize a list of indicators that we gathered in some groups. For example, here you have like general digits around socioeconomic population and so on. Here I have the energy production. Here I have the energy consumption with a focus on maybe here the fuels used, fossil fuels, sorry, and so on. So this is the dashboard tool. And this dashboard tool is very interesting because, of course, you have access to a lot of indicators that are also available in the map. You can always export the small graphs as PNG, as images. You can also export the data, and you can also have the link directly to the map. But as Stefan asked before, you can also compare your territory with another one. For example, here, if I choose to compare it with, we'll take a German territory, for example, Baden-Württemberg, and then you will have at the same time on the left and on the right the two different territories with their own digits, their own indicators. So for example, here I have the population, but if I want to look at electricity capacity, here I will see that in our Auvergne-Rhône-Alpes region, we have a lot of hydropower and very few solar and wind power plants. But inside Baden-Württemberg, we have almost the same level of electricity capacity, because you see it's like 14 gigawatts, sorry. And here you have 10 gigawatts, so almost the same kind of level, but with much more solar power and wind power. So it's a very quick tool to use to compare two regions, maybe two different policies, to have a discussion maybe on the way we can enhance the energy transition in our regions.
This looks very interesting, especially when we consider the fact that we weren't able to collect data from actually all the regions in the same detail. But as soon as you pick two regions, for example, that provided a lot of energy data and also very high quality data, you can actually draw quite some conclusions from this dashboard, I believe.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. I think that to decide and to design some very efficient and effective policies around energy, we need to have some some very good ground, like around the data, to be sure that we agree on what is available today and towards what goal we should try to move on.
Yes. Thank you very much, Mathieu. So far, just a brief look. We're going to do a deep dive video on how to use the platform, how to also create a login, and how to customize your dashboards. Also, I want to mention that we already recorded a video which deals with the tool that collects the data, together with Aaron and Valentina from EURAC Research. And we're going to link this in the description, of course. And so for now, Mathieu, I think we're ready with the entry level of Terrastory and Cervino platform. And if you're interested in the project, then please visit us on the Alpine Space website and look for Cervino. And also please follow us on LinkedIn and YouTube. All right, thank you so much and see you next time.